And there we go. All right, so this video is about, obviously you read the title. It's about confidence, such as, confidence in life, confidence in gaming, which is, certain games you play, it carries over and whatnot. So one of the most important things about confidence is not adding in people that will judge you based on insignificant knowledge, about the ordeal, the activity, the whatever it may be. So, some people might be asking, like, how do you, build upon that confidence? And it's not really like building upon the confidence as much as just understanding your positions and your dispositions, as well as, your attributes to, just your character, your person. And just the more authentic you are, the easier it is, because you just really stop caring about what all these other people are saying. And it's just so much more easier. And then you can finally, like, just start listening for those other people who actually know what they're talking about and will actually give you actual proper information. And, you don't fear not knowing, because, like, if you were that type of human who was just Mr. or Mrs. Perfect and there was nothing to achieve, nothing to aspire to, I mean, that's a boring life. You just, like, not want to live it. You just, like, let me go somewhere to where I can actually, have a reason to, like, improve and, do stuff and activities with people. I mean, like, yeah. Like, Maddie, like, if you, like, had, like, all the abilities and skills that you would ever need and ever want in your, human life, like, what would you do after that? Like, would you hang out with people at the bars when there's, like, no point in, like, skilling up because you're already, like, master skills?
To be honest, if I had all the skills and everything that I in the future possess, I would definitely be confident enough to turn around and say and help other people. Give the confidence to be able to.
Okay, so let me paint a situation, okay? So let's say you're like in a bar, right? And like you can help other people, like, communicate with, like, girls or guys, whatever. You can facilitate some of that information in a nice friendly manner to where it's like they don't even know that they're actually, profiting off of just, being in communication with you, right? But because, you basically have your skills way up to par, and a lot of people, for some reason, they follow like social norms, which basically, it's easy to predict people's social norms since they're doing, like, the same social norms. So you pretty much know the whole conversation that's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
So you're not going to actually get any, like, extra, like, information you didn't get from them. You're not going to be learning anything because you know everything, or, in whatever's. And you already know, like, how the person's going to treat you, how they're not going to treat you before you even start. To where basically, as soon as you look at the person, you already know, like, 5 hours of content that's going to be happening if you engage with that person. Would you then bother to help that guy out or girl out?
I would probably say no.
Yeah, exactly. And that right there is not good for the growth of society, of people just, learning how to, network, be themselves, coordinate, and just, have good communication skills. Because it's like, why on earth would I bother talking to you when, like, I could just pretend that I'm already doing so, and it'd probably be better than actually talking to you.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, everybody grinds, and we all do what we have to do, but we all grind, and fucking hell, and
we grind in our abilities and the usage in which we present our abilities and actually orchestrating within life.
Yeah, and we do this most of the time on our own.
Yeah.
But when it comes to other people, we tend to not bother with other people, which is kind of unfortunate at the same time, because I mean, I wouldn't want that on anybody. I mean, I try to help people out in my own other community. I've grown a community in my other in another aspect of mine, and it's going quite well so far.
Oh, that's nice. A nice, healthy community you're growing right there.
So far, yeah, it's very small, but at the end of the day, it's tough, but small, and it's going quite well.
Yeah, and then once you get more members who also want to skill up and, like, just level up the community as well as themselves, and just, like, I mean, because it's like a lot of times people are being like selfish, but what kind of selfish are they being? Are they being, supportive selfish to where their selfishness also helps everyone else, or destructively selfish where their selfishness, only helps themselves, in the short or either long run, but definitely harms other people,
Yeah.
So it's like,
I'd say,
yeah.
Yeah, I'd say like if you're a supportive, selfish person, it would probably
You wouldn't even
gain.
have to trust that person is going to do what they say, because it's like me when I'm all like, yeah, like I make friends, and you already don't even need to trust that, the reason, one of the reasons why I make friends is selfishly, is in order to, exact my agenda, which is joyous communication and joyous existence for all, right?
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
what a
yeah.
lot of people like. So they never have to trust that I'm going to constantly keep improving that, progressing that, and adding that to multiple, communities, and just like, sharing the community's wealth, and the wealth is, the knowledge of people, So, when I
Yeah,
pop in, and then whoever I invite, they already know that that person's most likely a good egg, because they know selfishly, I'm not going to be inviting people who are detrimental to this or that. But selfishly, I will be inviting people who are, positive to like everyone. Yeah. And that's just a huge incentive to like, actually communicate with said person selfishly.
And it's a rare thing to find these
Yeah.
days,
It's surprisingly too rare.
and it's something that should be made more aware that there are people out there that want to help other people. And
Yeah. But most of the time, they're not going to help without an incentive,
exactly, and it's just a matter of you got to grind, you got to find. You will find a particular group that will help you.
Yeah.
That you will find, even if it's just one person and they help you to grind, 20 levels, which
Yeah.
James, for you, even yourself, you've helped me grind many levels as
I didn't
well
even
in
notice.
this game.
Because like I was selfishly only like helping you grind because like you seem like a beneficial, positive, joyously coexisting person that's like always
Yeah.
aspiring to be joyously coexisting. So I was all like, if this person's like in my network of people, then it'd be so much easier because like anytime I see him on, I could be like, oh my god, bro, and we can have a nice joyously coexistence. And in the meantime, like you're benefiting from like both. Where the fuck is this? Oh my god, why are they always hiding the instances? I swear, man. Oh my god, is it down? Is it up? I forget. Anyways, but yeah. So while that's happening, you're grinding a real. Oh my, is this? Oh, there's the entrance. It just looked like a fucking Nautic door. But anyways,
So I'm guessing for those that don't know, he's getting downed.
yeah, man, dude. Like I just, oh god, like getting these like just the grind right here, like. I probably wouldn't even be collecting these sky shards if I wasn't talking to you. I'd probably have to put on an educational YouTube. Like that's the only time I ever, actually grind is when I'm like talking to people, because then you could just focus on, the activity without having to, feel the boredom that comes from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like even while we're doing this YouTube right now, I mean, we're both doing it like, positively, helpfully, selfishly. Because we both want to administer that knowledge out there to not help the world. Like for me, it's not helping people. It's more like making everything so super joyous to where people are like looking at things with different outcomes. I mean outlooks, to where you don't have to question like should I like do PC chat only, or in political correctness, or should I just not talk to this person? Am I going to feel free communicating? Are they going to be judging me negatively, positively, all that stuff, like so like when I'm going outside of my house or talking to other people, they're going to be more adept to proper communication, to like properly articulate whatever they want to articulate, and just blah 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 blah, instead of just mad libs.
Yeah, I mean, I when you were saying something about helping other people, like it's very easy to help other people in a game rather than obviously because of with everything that's going on.
Yeah, you don't have to get out your seat, really.
I mean, it's easier to help other people online these days than it is going out on the street, because if you help an elderly person, yeah, fine, you've done your good deed for the day. Or if you help
the good deeds for today.
an elderly, back in the day, you help an elderly person walk across the street.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't get a fucking dollar for it, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But if you if you help that one person online, that person, even if it's just one person.
Definitely. You know what? Let me cut you off right here because we are reaching a 10-minute mark, and so you guys will see the rest of this conversation on part 2 on Maddie's channel and whatnots. Definitely go to his channel and shit like that because you know he's part of my network. So and I only have positive people in my network, so you can actually follow my entire network. I'm really you know just strict on that. All right, see you later, guys.